Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons
Oh, it's
5th edition.
Part 2!
Today is October 6th. This is our second evening of 5th edition. We have wonderful accommodations. We've got new players, old players, faraway players. If we can do a roll call, Chris is going to go first.
I gotta move the laptop. Hey, this is Chris Kabat playing Malvius Nephilim, the Tiefling Paladin.
Woo!
Woo! Playing from Virginia.
I was going to say he would be the faraway player.
He's the faraway player. Okay, rest of the players are on the table.
This is Arthur playing Darthenian Dardendrian, Dragonborn Pirate.
This is Rob Merrill playing Tormund Stonefist, the monk.
This is Lauren playing Talaka Ruth, the Hildorf Druid of the Moon.
This is Mitch playing Roland Aiello, the Rogue High Elf.
This is Nina playing the Charlatan Warlock Fallet.
New player! Yay! Party members!
Wait, but what race?
Tiefling.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Chris,
Now we got two
Chris has a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Now there's two of you horned fucks.
They're both
You
hated by
just-
Actually,
You
I
just-
have no horns.
You just spit all over my screen.
I am sorry. You can wipe it, then you might move your screen. Because touch screens.
Yeah. Okay. So, when we last left off, there were some scuffles and some interesting things going on. Our players were all in different places in the world. For right now, treat this as a cutscene, so everyone please pay attention and make sure that you are absorbing this information. In the merchant caravan, kind of unknown to everyone else, we had another member kind of sneak her way into Bryn Shander, kind of cloak and dagger style, if you will. I don't know if you're actually wearing a cloak, but that might be appropriate. Actually, dressed more like a merchant. Very fine clothes and a signet ring, kind of talking up with the merchants and making nice with all of the other merchants, not looking like a caravan guard. She found her way to evade the fight and stay out of the way when you guys were fighting the Yetis. She found her way to one of the inns and was able to make nice and camp for the night at a
This is gonna be
discounted
don't worry
rate,
about it.
making coin on the way while gambling. The evening passes relatively uneventfully, though the winds are very cold and they find their way through every creek and crevice and hole and chink in any armor, hole in any wooden structure. The fires are stoked all night long because it is very, very cold. It's unnaturally cold for this time of year. It's about September. Yes, you can set yourself on fire to stay warm. Thank you for interjecting in this cutscene. This is not supposed to be character interaction.
Very, very nice.
He can't see you. He can't see you. All he can see is your shirt. You're covering the camera. The camera's right here.
Look, it's
Where
why
the
you
green
never get
dot
yourself to
is,
the back of
that's
the line with
the
the
camera.
shoes and stand there with your shirt.
Anyway, when you all wake up in your respective rooms, you wake up to a knocking on the door. Standing behind the door is one of the city guards. They're wearing a badge and chain shirt, and they have a longsword on their hips. They say that the speaker requests your presence, and they make no bones about it, that you must come.
Question. Was this the next day or is this the first day?
After the evening
night
of
one.
sleeping, after the Yeti attack, you guys all find rooms in inns, and as soon as you wake up in those respective rooms in the inns, there is a city guard outside
Got
your
it.
door waiting for you. They don't give you time to really wash or get yourself together. You immediately are brought to the speaker's house. One of our members of the party, the Tiefling Paladin, has already been to the speaker's house, and I'm assuming would go relatively nicely because, no problem. He's already gone to see the speaker.
Boy Scout.
Don't forget, the monk's been to the speaker's house as well.
Yes, the monk has been to the speaker's house as well. That's true. So, so you are not necessarily bullied or anything, but if any of you kind of stop or stumble on the way, they kind of give you a poke in the back and say, "Come on, keep moving." As you guys all filter in towards the speaker's house, you see a man dressed in furs who's also being taken, but he has 2 guards and they're pulling him by manacles that are around his wrists. And he's also being taken to the speaker's house. As you guys assemble, there is the one female dwarf that you saw towards the tail end of the fight. There is another female dwarf that's also in the room. There's also a finely dressed male human who is kind of like off to the side, almost like a spectator. And then there's also a gentleman who's got a gold badge as opposed to a silver badge, and he has 2 swords on his hip. He means business. As you guys are all brought in, there is a loud conversation that quickly dies down, but that was between Duvessa and the human, not the armored man, the nobleman. They kind of calm their conversations down, and the man leaves the room. So now it's just you, this ragtag-looking kind of barbarian guy, and the sheriff. Duvessa just kind of sits in her chair, steeples her fingers, and does not offer you a chair. Not even the people who had visited her before.
She was nice person.
So, these merchants that come in through our pass, this is some of our lifeblood from the southern lands. This is the only way that we can get some of our resources, such as timber, to continue to build. These resources are being threatened by various attacks. It just so happens that we have some newcomers to the town, and these attacks increase in severity as well as ferocity. I feel that unless you are able to prove otherwise, that there is something amiss, something afoot, and I feel it only right to give you the chance to repay the town in some way for this misdeed that you have caused. Whether you believe to have caused it or not, I am the speaker, and my word is deed. The sheriff chimes in and says, "Well, it definitely was this guy. I mean, you can't trust him. He came from the tribe of the elk. Obviously, there's something fishy going on." She kind of motions him to settle down. He looks very grumpy about it. I'm going to give you the option of penitence of some form. You can either help this barbarian find his way home because he does not belong in this area. Or I have heard petitions from other people here who are requesting aid, and if you are strong enough to defeat these yetis that the townsfolk believe you have summoned, then surely you will be strong enough to take on these tasks. She kind of motions to the other female dwarf, the merchant, and she steps forward.
It's not you.
I'm on my way to go to the Dwarven Valley. Obviously, though, with these attacks, I don't feel safe traveling by myself. She looks at you and kind of lingers on you for a moment, because she had spoken to Talakta before about this particular venture, and then she kind of continues to sweep along the crowd and kind of is gauging you as she's talking. If you are willing to abide by your word and help me get to the Dwarven Valley, I will repay you handsomely. Also, my uncle happens to be working on some very nice trinkets. He's found some ice that is able to be forged like metal, and I would gladly pass on weapons of this variety to you, in addition to payment in coin. Duvessa kind of nods her head and motions to one other person. This one other person is... I have his name, but I don't have a description. Oh god, fancy. The other person is another woman. She looks to be pretty well dressed in leather armor, and she looks a little weary though. She mentions that the caravan had come in from Luskin, and with it there was a particular shipment that was meant for her. This shipment had been stored in a warehouse, and the warehouse has now mysteriously burned down. So she requires the help of, she mentions Green Flame.
Green Flame!
And that there's nothing left of the warehouse, nor her crate, that she had requested from far away. So she's looking to now hire adventurers to assist her. So Duvessa just kind of nods and looks back at all of you and says, honestly, I don't care what happens to you, but the townsfolk are all riled up, and I need to calm them in some way. There is a great meeting that is coming up. I need my people and their strength sooner rather than later. So as opposed to putting you out for death by exposure, I'm giving you these 3 options. Talk amongst yourselves, figure out what you wish to agree upon, but one way or another, you are leaving these gates before even fall.
So, just want to make sure. Nina is with us right now?
Correct.
We've never seen her before.
Correct.
Okay. Is the other dwarf is with us?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have any, like, did she leave the room? Is she standing aside? Do we have
Duvess
any...
is just kind of still sitting in her chair, and she motions to, like, the other corner of the room that you can go speak among one another. She has no idea how you're related to one another, and she sort of doesn't care. She just kind of motions to the other side of the room and says, talk amongst yourselves, figure out what you wish to do, but penance must be paid for these crimes against the city. I saw him mouth the word shit, but the audio cut out for a minute, so just, I haven't done. And I was like, that was appropriate.
Paladins can't curse.
The magic spell. Okay, I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. You can actually almost see everybody at the table there.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
I can see her hands.
So she just, I'm here.
All right.
No, be like this. Jazz.
Yeah, everyone just jazz hands. Look at Chrissy just...
Burned it.
So...
What the hell happened to our crate?
I don't know. What the fuck you want to do?
Wait, Angela. If I walk towards the magistrate, I want to speak with her, but privately. Is that... Like, all right, if I walk towards her, is the guards gonna... do they make any movement?
There's the sheriff that's in the room still that's got the 2 swords and the chain shirt. He just watches you as you walk towards her, but he doesn't stop you.
Magistrate, may I speak with you?
Speak.
You're out.
I fail to see what crimes I'm guilty of committing towards the town.
The caravan came in. Strangers came with the caravan. We recognized the rest of the merchants. And Yetis attacked with great brutality. Some of our shops were damaged. A warehouse caught fire. There was a fight up at Northlook. There have been some difficulties within the town, and with it came a rowdy group of adventurers who were able to defeat these Yetis and push them back through the gates. Clearly you've proven your might, so you can prove your penance.
So, guilty. Never mind.
Guilty by association? Yes.
I know.
It's a bunch of superstitious news.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't say anything, I just simply bow my head to her and walk towards the group. And then when I get into proximity, I just sit down. I just cross-legged, I just sit down.
So everybody else is standing, you're sitting?
Yeah, I just...
Now we're all standing like a bunch of assholes.
So I go ahead and say privately, so where do you think the treasury is?
Well,
If you guys want to make a perception check to see if you whisper, do a deception check, and they'll try to.
I will
your
do
deception
perception.
check. Well, you don't have to roll because he's whispering to you.
oh, right. So he's got to make the deception.
No, I'm not being deceptive at all. Just speaking it.
I would-
Plain as day.
I'm standing off to the side, like not really in the group.
Okay.
But I want to be able to hear everything that's going on, so I can really gather some information.
Okay.
Can I roll for that?
Yeah, it's a perception
Yeah,
That
that'd
would
be
be
a
a perception
perception
roll.
check to
And
see
I
if you
rolled
can,
a 14.
listen or spot anything that's going on. So go ahead and roll a d20, and then perception is
Wisdom.
It is wisdom, and then if you have this skill as a proficient skill, you would add your proficiency bonus.
You only have
Hey, let me
2
see.
proficiencies?
No, there should be... No, she's got 2 more up top.
What
See?
was that?
Oh, I got
Wisdom.
you.
Oh, okay. So,
Hold on, the
How
audio's
many
cutting
ski-
out.
yeah,
Everybody else is talking.
How many skills do you have?
The barbarian option.
looks like she has 2
Oh, the barbarian
she's got
option.
4.
He's in shackles.
Well, yeah, no, but that's for
and
saving
he's in the room
throws.
with you guys, but he's like
Time
the
out.
sheriff is watching him like a hawk.
Wait, time out.
Yeah, time out. We're just double checking these.
Wait a minute there.
You know, it might be easier sometimes, Chris, since we can't hear you. If you want to use the chat option.
You know, here you go. Charlatan gives you deception and sleight of hand automatically. Do you have those 2 circled in? The skill.
Deception
Yes.
and silent.
Yes.
Yes.
You also have to
I can hear
choose
you now.
them from the warlock list. You get 2.
What were you
of
asking
those.
before?
Yes, you proficiencies. Okay.
You get 2 of this list.
He's got it,
Arcana-
he's got
Yeah,
it.
bring him back to his
Arcana,
land because he's from
deception,
the
which you already have,
tribe
so
of the
I've
elk.
got history, intimidation, investigation, nature, and religion.
Oh, okay. Alright, so.
Well,
if
maybe
you have any
he'll know
questions-
information about the tribe of the bear. Do you want to approach him?
Yes.
Okay.
Intimidation
Let
and.
me search. Oh, did I do something? No.
You turned off your video for a second.
I'd say investigation.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know how to work Skype on this.
Get those
thing.
things off. Check them out. Yep, fill in those little bubbles.
Alright, yeah.
They're both one on top of the
While
other.
they're over there conniving and stuff,
Mm-hmm. Conniving.
let me go over and talk to
And
the
then
barbarian.
your proficiency
Okay,
bonus
he is in
That guy right there.
shackles,
is a +2.
and he's just kind of got his head hung.
Okay.
So now
he's
for those
scratchy when he
skills that
looks
you have
away.
marked in with the bubbles, you'll add that 2 plus whatever the modifier is, which are the numbers under your stat
So,
numbers.
for example, this one is a charisma. So your charisma modifier is a blah 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 +3. So +3 +2, so that's a +5. Crazy.
That's a fucking
So
great.
he is.
That is
Warlock.
intimidation, also charisma, and so same thing. That's also a +5.
Dude, she wields fucking dark
Hang
arts.
on.
She's a T1.
Investigation,
He's tall, muscular,
intelligence is a
fair skin,
+2,
bright
so that's a
blue
+4.
eyes, and light brown hair that hangs past his shoulders.
And then Dex.
Tiefling gives her
So
charisma.
that
He's
is nothing you
What was
add,
that?
but that's still +2.
A typical Nordic barbarian.
And then
Yes.
all the rest of these you
He's
just
been
add your
stripped of
normal
all of his
modifier. So
belongings
just
except
the
for a
straight up
pendant,
Dex, which is
around
unfortunately
his neck,
0.
fashioned from 2 pieces
Wisdom.
of antler that look like the rack of an elk.
Oh, negative
But
1.
like
that's
he has no
rough.
pack, he has
So,
no
yeah, that's
weapons, he's
still
got
negative
nothing
1.
else that's like personally
Arcana
identifying. He's just got his like
intelligence
his
+2.
basic skins on, not even his fur.
Then you got it the whole way.
Oh, okay. So.
Just plug it in. And then when you roll your d20, you add that number to it.
Oh,
And
okay.
then do you have?
And
No, you do not. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't get any skills for being a tiefling either.
I was trying to see
What
if
was
she
that?
gets
Almost everyone gets
a bonus to perception.
my hand.
Although
I
she
don't
gets
get dark
resistance to fire damage, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you don't get dark
I
vision.
do
Is that
want
correct?
What is your
Sucks to
crime?
be you.
I do.
Yeah, you do. You do.
I'm
You
being
do.
blamed for bringing the Yetis into the city, but that's not the
Pretty
case. I'm having issues with
bitch.
savage attacks, and he gets hit upside the head for the sheriff. Shut up!
Oh, good to know we're in a fucking evil city.
I do have resistance to lightning damage, because that's my death weapon.
Do you know this tribe of the bear?
I have resistance to poison.
I do, indeed. We are having trouble with
Although
them.
it doesn't matter, as a monk at level 12, I become immune to all poison, all disease.
I'm looking through my notes.
Okay, so I rolled this.
You rolled
12. Perception.
Okay, we didn't do that.
Take me to them near the
Perception is just 10 plus Dex.
That is
That's
where I am
passive
from, and I
perception.
do know where they are settled right now, so
Oh,
I
I'm
can,
sorry,
I
you're
can
right.
take you there. Absolutely. If you are able
Oh,
to give
negative
me
1.
free
That's
passage
an
out of the
11.
city, I could take you back to.
So, what did you roll?
That's
for your
actually,
deception
I'm
check?
trying to gather strength to be able to go to that glacier to confront the tribe of the bear because we've been
she
hearing
does hear everything.
Yeah.
bad things about them.
I'm just like, so where's the treasury? I wonder where that is.
I need to move this
Now
up
you're
closer.
I'm not
No,
getting
that'd be
any
a 1.
feedback, it's just kind of cutting in
wonder
and out
where
for the
the
audio.
Fuck the treasury is.
Are you getting feedback from us?
And then it's just like,
No, I just have you underneath the desk touch. You know, I got the light up here.
Yeah.
So, just making sure it was
fuck me.
No, we're good.
Piece of paper with the notes on it. I can't.
Upon hearing that, I want to spin around on my heels and using thaumaturgy, boom my voice and declare to the town speaker, I go,
Oh, wait. There it is.
Madam Duvessa, I will take this man back to his tribe.
Oh, great.
Oh good, the paladin's doing things. Stop doing things!
I was gonna say, so while he's been talking with.
Pirate whore.
All I heard was pirate whore. So good. All I heard was stop and then pirate whore. We don't need anything else. So while the paladin has been talking with the other prisoner who's in shackles, what have you guys been discussing?
Well,
He
I
asked
was
me-
gonna say we never figured out because
Okay, so I'm just saying we cut to Chris interacting with
Mitch-
one NPC, so I'm waiting.
Roland asked me where the treasury is.
Where do you think the treasure
Where do you
is?
think the treasury is? With a very poor deception. So the two people who made perceptions, which would be Nina and Rob, both rolled an 11 and a 14. So they hear that clear as day.
And so did the dwarf.
And the other dwarf rolled a 14. So everybody hears it.
Everybody knows I'm an
Oh my
asshole.
God.
Everybody gay.
Oh, okay.
Everyone gets slapped in the manacles.
The moment you say that, and everyone else, I'm assuming everyone else hears that, so their eyes widen at this.
Yeah, everyone just.
So I literally look over at Roland, and there's nothing else I can do. Roland, you gotta work on your whispering.
No, just
Look,
oh no, that guy was yelling.
yeah, well, I
I
mean,
wasn't sure if you heard me.
look,
Actually, I'm going to tell you when his voice booms, because in the time that it took him to talk to the prisoner, I'm giving you guys time to discuss amongst yourselves, because he kind of like split from the group and talked to the prisoner. So that took like 5 minutes. So I'll just be like, "Do faster, Shane," when it's time. So
Yeah.
I'll just yell what he yelled.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, do we have our weapons on us?
You were hurried out of your rooms, so you only had like 5 minutes to prepare.
Fuck yes, I got.
That's all.
I grabbed my weapons, and that's it.
I grabbed my bag.
Hey, it's an ice dragon!
Actually got my-
Or is that the shadow dragon?
So what do you guys talk about in those 5
Yeah,
minutes?
so basically I walked over, I plopped myself down in the middle of you guys. You start talking about robbing a treasury.
I said nothing of the
He
sort.
said nothing of the sort, good sir.
Fine.
I said, where do you think the treasury is? That was it. That's all I
You
said.
have no idea of his intentions.
I didn't say I did. I'm just sitting there Indian style. That's racist. Yes, I can sit Indian style. I'm afraid.
Their legs they don't have corgi legs.
I have legs.
Look, they're short and stout. They don't have corgi legs.
You guys got 3 more minutes to talk before the voice booms.
Okay, so then I literally just react negatively. You gotta whisper, man.
All right. So what are we doing here? Should we just try to like get the fuck out of here, or what do you want to do?
I don't think they're going to let us leave.
I didn't ask.
Well, there's not a good one. No, we don't have a choice. I mean, winter is coming, and it's Game of Thrones. He said it. So we're not gonna survive out in this wilderness. Not for long, at least. This town thinks we brought those Yetis in, which is
All right.
how dare they?
So what do you want to
So-
do? You
so
want a
how
dwarf?
much-
You want a barbarian? This
How much
thing?
can
Or...
I hear of what they're saying? Like since
You're hearing
Oh,
the
we're
whole
talking now.
conversation.
This is
I'm
just us
assuming
talking.
you're like 10 feet removed from their little
Yes.
circle,
Yeah, you can
so
pretty much
you
hear
can hear
everything.
everything.
Okay.
They're not making an attempt to talk quietly. They're just kind of like in the corner.
No, I think he said that he's talking quietly, but he's not.
He's not trying to hide
he's
it
not
anymore.
whispering. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
speaking quietly.
Yeah. So you can hear everything.
Look, whatever it is they want us to do, if we have 2 demon bloods and 2 stone skins with us, we'll be able to do this.
This whole plan sucks.
It does, but just I don't know. Look, we don't want to piss off the whole town.
I don't care about that.
Where is the nearest town next to this one from 10 towns? Yeah, a while, right?
Like a day's walk.
Okay.
Hella far.
Yeah, okay. So
snow.
the nearest town isn't going to be any less inviting, especially if these people have some method of communicating with the other towns. They don't know who we are, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Why? Who are you?
Who are you? So anyway, the point being that if we just do a simple task, if we get paid for it, no harm, no foul. Think of all the pockets you can pick on the way.
You come on. At least I didn't say anything. You had to be a bitch and just come right out and say it.
So
All you random people standing around, you hear that?
Do Vesa Shane, I will take this barbarian.
Yeah, well, that's good. Good timing.
Oh god, the other one's talking.
Boys,
Duvessa Shane, I will take this barbarian home.
Do you use thaumaturgy?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
God damn it.
Sorry. Duvessa Shane.
The whole
Knowledge Arcana.
Yeah. If you want to see if you can figure out if it's a spell, you can roll a Knowledge Arcana.
It's just labeled Arcana.
I got a 6!
His voice is loud.
My God, his voice is loud.
I got a 6.
Yeah!
Let's see if the monk continues.
Spicy McHaggis.
15.
Spicy McHaggis.
15 plus 1. 16.
You can tell it's thaumaturgy.
You guys are like, oh my God, that's so loud.
No, he's just, he's so loud.
God, shut up!
We're all gonna die.
Listen, Shiny Britches, how about you don't make decisions for the rest of us?
Decisions for the rest of you. I'll make a decision for myself.
She made it clear it's a group decision.
He's giving the finger.
Yep, that's...
Do you actually give the finger, Chris?
Do you bite your thumb?
Yeah, he totally does.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think he's...
Yeah,
Do you bite your
you're
thumb?
cute.
Yeah, he just did the D&D equivalent of giving you the
I
bird.
bite my thumb at them.
Good. Okay.
Ugh.
Bite
Damn.
my thumb at you.
Well, now offense has been caused.
I look over at, I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Filet.
I don't
Filet.
think we ever got told her name.
No.
No, I haven't seen you before.
No.
Why is this all kind of scary?
You're letting, regardless of that point, you're letting Shiny Britches over there make a very bad example of your people.
Don't tongue in with him. Nothing to do with him.
That I like to hear. So, new compatriots.
Ow.
Sorry about the claws. Mind them.
You.
Alright. You. Name. Tormund. You.
Tlaka.
Dalatka. We might have to come up with a nickname for you. You. I know you were introduced to him, but I wasn't listening.
Well, then I guess you missed the boat.
Damn. Harsh.
It is good to see an elf told off. Again.
Me and tieflings. Apparently just not friends. I'm getting
Luck of the Demon Bloods.
told off. Getting
Shiny
finger.
Britches, what's your name?
Once again, giving the finger.
No, he's putting it in earphones.
No, I gave you a, hold up 1 minute. I was putting in headphones.
Same idea, just different finger.
It's not wise to
I
depend
got
on
you.
yours.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris.
What was your question?
I said, Shiny Britches, what's your name?
Malvius.
Fantastic. Malvius, are you of a churchy kind of folk?
What would give you that idea?
I don't know, the shiny armor, the loud booming voice?
Not churchy. But I am religious.
Ah, good. Paladins. Fantastic. He's gonna be a problem.
Eventually. You want to take the helm on this? You want to tell her that what we've decided to do,
What
or at
was
least
that?
decide to go with this dude?
I said I'm on a quest of vengeance. I care not for your petty misdeeds.
Well, your petty misdeeds are what the town hates right now, so you're gonna have to buckle up and do what they want us to do.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking this barbarian north to the Ragged Glacier so that he can show me the tribe of the bear, where the cult of... Hold on, let me check my notes.
Yes, fantastic.
The cult of
Tribes.
Uriel.
Ariel has been creating havoc and worshiping an evil god.
Darthenian approaches Duvessa.
Okay.
You were so gonna get murdered by that guy with 2 swords.
Miss Shane, was it?
He's gonna fear Bradley so bad.
Okay, so clearly the Paladin made decisions for us. You mentioned compensation of some kind. Seeing as how we are innocent of any crimes that you accuse us of, yes, Yetis came into your town, but it was us who stopped them. So, is there some kind of reward for bringing this barbarian back to his homeland?
He is equally as shown guilty as you are, and I offered no reward. The dwarven merchant over here offered a reward for safe passage.
Ah, so is there a reward for bringing this troubling person out of your town, and likewise, very smart of you, Devessa, to get us out of your town as well. Will there be a reward for this?
Who's that? Is Nina the dragon?
Okay.
She makes a very small nod to you. We'll have to see. If anybody wants to roll a perception check to see if they catch the small nod, they can.
Natural 20.
20.
Whoop whoop!
That's it.
26?
I missed it completely.
25 total.
14.
4.
4! Paladin smash! 22.
0.
I'm sorry, 23.
You could get a 0 though. Would you
If she has a -1 and she
rolled a
rolls a
1.
1, that's a 0.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you roll a 1.
Whoosh.
Yes.
Yeah, a 1 is
Oh, wait, there's no negatives.
usually a critical failure.
It's just,
so-
yeah, it's failure.
Okay, so then everybody catches the small nod as she says, "We'll see." Well, everybody except for the paladin.
And
the other
and a
tiefling.
warlock.
The tieflings were a little oblivious.
They're like, "Ooh, look at my tail."
They would be like,
wait,
you
hold
have
on.
horns.
That's
You
right.
have-
You don't have horns. What?
No, I
do
look
you
very
have any features?
Only the eyes and the teeth. I don't have a tail. I have a tail or horns.
Oh.
What about your feet? You have hoofed feet.
Cloven, first of all.
Shut up. Horn?
You don't have to.
It says in there that they have tails. And,
They don't all have.
They don't
that's
all
what
have tails.
Our God said differently.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, typical paladin. I'm
He's
gonna
biting
give
She has pupilless lavender eyes and sharpened teeth.
That's about it.
Wait, like all of your teeth or just the canines?
Actually,
Just the canines.
all
Okay,
tieflings'
that's
teeth
a
are
little less scary.
Yeah, but not just the
Well, her
canines, like
name
more
is
than just
Flat.
the canines, right?
Oh, she just said that just the
It's just
canines.
Oh, just
That's
the canines.
scary
Okay.
enough right there.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming upper and lower.
Yeah, upper and
Yes.
lower.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's
yes.
not vampiric. It's clearly something else.
But also lavender eyes. Like, damn.
I don't get this.
What?
This is not a group I want to be with.
Okay.
right now.
Well, look, we have muscle from these guys, and we have fire from them. Yeah, I don't know what they do.
This is not mere muscle. This is stone.
It looks like muscle, stone skin. All right, take it easy.
If I hear no other agreement from this
R2-D2.
motley crew, then the paladin has spoken for the group.
Yeah, sure. You probably don't want to hear him
It's
anyway.
Probably. Oh,
Which job makes the most money?
I believe that would be helping the dwarf.
I like this one.
Oh, look at Chris. He's like, no, I was so close.
Gaining points. Gaining
So-
points, nameless.
Why is there any debate on what we should do? Do the one that has the most money. Do the job, get it over with.
Get paid.
Because I'm here to defeat evil.
I don't
I'm
give-
gonna kick ass
I don't
too.
care what
We
you're
don't.
doing.
We don't care, Shiny Britches.
You can go do what you want to do, but
I'm not want to do. I can do shit
I
by
think
myself.
this group right here, from what I've heard, is more interested in making the money than
Listen.
anything else.
Not me.
So what do you want to do?
God, 1 second. How close is dwarf mission towards returning the barbarian mission? Would it be possible for us to do both, or is it like one goes this way, one goes that way?
Do you have a map of Felfit?
Sure don't.
Sure don't. Fine. I will certainly ask.
Yes, I do.
He got disconnected.
Are you still there?
No, he's.
There's a problem with the call. No.
Well, I guess
And
we're
the
doing
paladin gets warped out of existence.
And so I've chosen. He just falls over dead. Like Skyrim.
So, since I am from Velvet.
Right, you are. Yeah, hold on. She is from Felfit, but you're not from this area, right?
But we don't know that.
Well, right, but I mean, she would know what's closer because.
Yeah, I can look at the map and tell you what she would know.
Whatever. I know earthbending and firebending. That's all that's important.
Whatever, I know how to take the money out of your pocket.
That's how I can make metal.
What pockets?
What was
Take
that?
down the fucking 4 damage.
Gravity search.
Wait.
I'd like to slide a hand in gravity.
Yeah, no.
Did we get you back? Yay, okay. I don't know what happened.
I don't know either.
But we like stopped everything as soon as the call dropped. We were like, oh wait, Chris left.
Is this a sign
It's
for
just-
better internets now?
Hopefully it doesn't get too worse.
Well, honestly, this week I'm getting paid tomorrow. I'm gonna buy a Wi-Fi repeater and just park
Yeah,
it
you're
at
actually
the
looking in
base of the
5,
stairs,
by
so
the
that
way,
way the
'cause
Wi-Fi
you're-
signal gets boosted
How tall
down
are you?
here. So it'll be better for
4
next
feet
week.
tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'8".
Yeah, but I can still go up.
Don't do it.
You're not. Yeah, then you'd be hitting like
No, honestly,
this.
the Wi-Fi sucks
that's
down
my
here,
goal.
and it's
Oh,
because of
okay.
like the plumbing
I'm not aiming
and the
to hit you in the
positioning
face,
of the
I'm gonna hit you,
router.
like,
So
in
a
the
repeater would
chest.
be a good investment, and they're pretty cheap. So it's not a problem.
I don't know if it was on your end or on my end, because I know the internet here, it's just free, open, unprotected Wi-Fi for everybody.
Okay, but you're a military base. I mean, what's the worst that they're gonna look up porn?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they allow that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably the worst thing.
There's what?
What's on the internet? Those sites are blocked.
Oh, there's a filter.
Fuck the U.S. government.
Fuck the U.S. government.
Chaotic good or bust?
We just found out that the military bases have blocked porn sites.
What's the point?
Why even bother fighting? The terrorists have already won.
No wonder why my
I missed what
cousin's
you
so
said, Chris.
miserable.
Winning quote of the night.
Let's get back on track.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes, let's get back on track because it is 10 o'clock and we have a limited amount of time. We're waiting for Nina to get back because
Well, her question was, or your question
My
was,
question.
was that how close is the barbarian mission to
Right.
the
Dwarf
dwarf
Valley.
mission?
let's see, from Bryn Shan
Yeah, and I will actually ask that as well.
to Dwarven Valley, okay.
Because I
And
kind
then
of have
from
no
Dwarven
goal
Valley
because I'm a homeless
to
dwarf who murdered his way to freedom. And a lot of orcs.
let me look at the campaign guide map real quick.
Old people.
Yes, we did.
Old barbaric people.
Okay. So, I can change where my video thing is. I can see myself above all your heads.
Yay.
Now I can't see anybody. Just stupid DMs.
I was letting you look at the map with me, but whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, back. Put it back.
I don't want to see these fucking neckbeards.
Okay, so let's see. 10
All two of
Towns
us.
is over
Well,
here.
this is just laziness.
The
Letting
Ragged
winter come
Glacier
in.
is over here, and you want to go there.
I can't grow up here.
That's
grow
where
mustache.
your kind of little questy thingy is. And then where the fuck is Evermelt?
Oh no, it froze.
Uh-oh.
You froze.
No, it froze.
Internet connection problem.
Okay. So Evermelt is here, and then the Dwarven.
Yeah, Angela, he's not there.
Angie.
Oh no, he's there.
He's there. Chris, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. You're
Pixelated?
here we go. Now it's back. No, it was frozen.
Ah.
Yeah, because we heard you and then there was just silence.
Opinion, would it be easier for you to take a picture and send it to him, or that's something you don't want him to have?
No,
She's just
I
calculating
can. I'm
it.
just trying to figure out how far it is
Okay.
from the glacier to the Dwarven Valley, because the Dwarven Valley is the other,
Mission.
Duvessa, is it more than a day's travel?
it is roughly 4 days to get to the dwarves and 4.5 days to get to the barbarians. They're generally in the same northwesterly direction.
Good. Dwarves it is.
Yeah, there's no reason why we can't do both.
Well, how far is the Dwarf Valley from the Barbarian Valley?
Kelvin's Cairn from here is 6 hours, and then to The other place. Why don't they give me a time frame? But you're gonna be tracking in snow. So,
half speed.
yeah. So yeah, the Dwarven Valley would take about, I'm sorry, I had it mixed up. The Dwarven Valley would take about a day to get to, and the, Ragged Glacier, where the barbarians are from, would take about 3-4 days.
Okay, now how far is the Dwarven Valley from the Ragged Glacier?
It's about 15-20 miles further to get to the Ragged Glacier.
So the Dwarven Valley is half a day?
Correct.
Yeah, I
In
vote for the
snow.
Dwarven Valley.
And how did we get to this point where we can actually know how far everything is away?
Duvessa would know.
Yeah, I think
She's from here.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
give you time to collect your things if you wish to buy a map while you're in town. There is one merchant who will be accommodating that I know of. Other than that, the Dwarven merchant she knows her way to the Dwarven Valley, and she's going to be the one that you would be protecting. She's the one who would be paying you.
Ooh, there's a town called Goodmead. Sorry.
Great. Duvessa, will we be receiving any kind of snowy provisions? Warm clothes? Snowshoes? Anything?
We all have that already.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we all got that for being the caravan guards.
If you were a caravan guard, you had a coat and snowshoes.
Yes, we all have.
I need to buy.
What if we're crate guard?
No, it was the same.
Yeah,
you were
same
part
thing.
of the
We were part of
caravan.
the caravan. And you snuck on with the caravan, so you have it as well.
Great.
I take control of the barbarian and remove the shackles.
The sheriff gives you a really long sideways glance, but he doesn't move to do anything.
All right, listen.
With this sidelong glance, I glare at him, and at the same time, make flames shoot in my eyes using thermaturgy.
Okay, we get it. You're scary. You're a demon blood. I get it. Let's move on.
The sheriff begins to unsheath one of his swords very slowly.
Okay, I look over at the sheriff.
You have 4 hours to get out of my town.
Sheriff, calm down.
Would
Shiny
you like
Britches,
3?
calm down. We have very little time to get out of here. We're gonna go to the Dwarven Valley because it's close. Because I know you, and you wear your shiny armor there, and I don't think you want to trek through the snow.
Are you talking to the sheriff? Or
No, I'm talking to him
you're
now.
talking to Chris. Okay.
Yeah. You don't want to trek through snow in that.
I was gonna go buy a coat.
Ah, God, paladins.
Alright. I'm gonna
The
go
metal
get my
would
things.
the metal would freeze to your skin. There's no reason why we can't get a horse and wagon.
Duvessa, could you provide us a horse and wagon?
The
Someone from the
female-
caravan.
The female dwarf steps up, and she says, "My wagon is half full of goods, some of which I offloaded here, and the rest I'm bringing with me to the Dwarven Valley. There is room, there is shelter inside. With this group of this size, one of you will have to rotate, sitting with me, riding with the horses.
That's not a problem.
But otherwise, I have cover within the wagon. I might have one spare coat, but that's all I can manage. Unless you don't want me to pay you, and then I can just provision you well enough for this winter weather."
No, I've got money.
Yeah, I like getting paid. Shiny Britches, are you going to take care of that barbarian? Are you going to make him march the whole way?
Yeah, he's coming with me. He's gonna show me when we're done with the dwarf. He's gonna show me up to the glacier.
Fantastic. He's your responsibility. If he dies, it's not on our hands.
Agreed.
So long as your hands are not responsible for his death.
Oh, they won't be. He's a barbarian.
Hi, Mark.
Bro.
If you want to say hello, you may say hello.
I already asked hello yesterday, bro.
Hey, look who it is.
What's up, Mark?
What's up, bro?
Not much.
All right,
Still
back.
nerding out all the way from Virginia.
Yeah.
Nerding out hard.
Why don't you guys fucking kiss? You're so close.
I thought you guys were kidding yesterday about having
No.
Skype via DandD.
This is dedication.
Yo, this is the future.
the future.
the future.
It's normal vacation.
welcome to
You
Earth.
wish you had it.
Fantastic.
All right.
On that note, I vote we go to the Dwarven Valley. And Duvessa, where is the nearest toilet?
I'm going to have to turn a blender on. So.
Your mouth?
Wow, you guys are gonna murder each other. I'm gonna get to watch.
That's fine.
Can we make a decision before that and then take a break?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna
And then
make a
you can
quick
do the
decision.
blender?
Yeah, so
Sure,
like
sure.
5 minutes.
Yeah,
and
like
then
I was
we'll
gonna say, give
do
us
the
like
blender.
3 minutes.
All
All right.
Just give me a holler, right?
Yeah.
So I think we've decided that we'll actually end up doing both.
Fantastic! The stone skin with the nature can go do her thing. Alright.
I'm gonna go get my stuff.
Yes.
Can I leave to go get my
We're going to the
stuff?
Dwarven Valley.
I'll
I
go
will
get my
add
stuff
this,
as well.
I will inform.
I'm saying you can help us.
I will inform the town guards that you're going to be returning to your rooms to clear them out, and that you will be leaving within the next 5 hours. She glares over at the sheriff. You have time to visit whatever nearest merchant shop is, and Miss Silverstream, Helda Silverstream, she will meet you at the north gate in 5 hours. Please be prepared to leave at that point. And good Sir Paladin, I believe the sheriff would prefer
Good
if
sir.
if the prisoner were able to stay in his custody until you are ready to leave. So the sheriff wishes to keep the prisoner in custody.
Duvessa, I appreciate you showing us where you're.
What was that?
For what reason? He's committed the same alleged crimes that we have. I've seen treated more harshly.
The bad blood runs deep.
Because of the fury that runs in his
That's no
veins.
excuse.
Well, this took an interesting turn. I wasn't ready
It
for
is
this.
it is cultural differences and bad blood from raids on this town and other towns from the barbarians that have caused a serious amount of mistrust. I believe it would make the sheriff and the rest of the town feel safer if the prisoner were to stay in custody until you were ready to go.
As a warrior of Tyr, the god of justice, I vouch for this man and that I will watch over him.
The sheriff looks at you and says, "It'll be your head as well as his if I see anything going on in this town."
Can you explain how it rings? Yes, I
Oh, I gotta laugh, but I don't want to say it. Oh.
Can I make. I'm wondering if I can do this or not.
Oh, you're so into your hands, bro.
But no. This actually involves you.
Stop with the dog whistle.
I would like to know if, in my travels prior to coming to Felfit, could I make a wisdom check to see if I know him from his past experiences? Namely, your pit fighter fame.
That's going to be a harder wisdom check, but yeah.
Is that whistling coming from Chris or is that coming
No,
from
that's
outside?
coming from outside.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's loud. I can fucking hear that.
Yeah,
shit here.
it's killing us.
That's probably not going to happen. Yeah, that's a 9.
There's pit fighting rings all over the place.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing comes readily to mind. It's like you stop because you think you might know him, but you dismiss the thought.
Okay. Well, that might be enough.
So you stare awkwardly at him for 2 seconds.
That might be enough.
I'd like to actually make a similar check to see if perhaps I may have possibly run into this guy
Oh shit.
in the past.
Okay.
On that note, just because my character does not give a shit, I'm gonna ask the magistrate if I can leave, and I'm gonna leave.
Okay. The sheriff points to Duvessa, and Duvessa dismisses you.
I will meet you at the. I go to the silver sheen, and I'll meet you at the gate in 4 hours.
Wait. Stoneskin.
5 hours.
Well, hold on.
8.
Grab my hand again.
He's gonna be there early.
No. Relax. God, what's with you people?
I know he said 5 hours. I said 4 hours on purpose. That way.
I think I know you from somewhere.
Yes, the bar last night.
No. Dwarf. Ah.
So you want
I
to
don't
try and make a check
understand
to
these
see if
people.
you recognize him?
They're so serious.
From some.
Misadventure.
Okay,
Yes.
it's also going to be a hard check, but go ahead and roll.
It's a d20.
Yep.
Yep, D20,
Everything's
and then
D20.
plus your wisdom bonus.
Which is -1.
While Nina's rolling that, I'm gonna chase after the dwarf real quick.
Okay.
It's 14.
So I'm gonna chase after you because this is gonna be between us. Because we're walking out of the room.
Alright, I don't.
Well, you
You've
left
seen
first.
his type at bars, and you might recognize his face.
Okay. And so long as well.
In my time, I mean, I'm gonna leave with everyone else. But in my time in the city, I'm gonna gather my things, and then I'd like to do an investigation check to see if what everyone else's backstory is, how they got into the caravan.
How they got into the town to do a little talking and mingling and try to figure out what's
Exactly
going on.
what's
Okay.
going on.
Well, if you're gonna jump ahead, Mitch, then I intended on stalking you.
Oh, that's cute. Alright, so
you actually have a disguise kit, so I would ask you to make a disguise check. But real quick, before we move forward with that
for
point,
that.
Lauren, you have something you want to chime in? I thought I heard you start a sentence. I wanted to make sure that you got your chance.
That was. I was just thinking because there was an episode we watched today, and a person said, "Let me recount you a tale."
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I lost all train of thought after that.
So if you're gonna stalk him, then you would roll a disguise check, and you would add a +1 because you have an actual disguise kit. So you would put on some kind of applique or change your face, a little fake nose or whatever to make it harder for you to recognize. So you actually have that kit. So go ahead and roll a disguise check. And
Wait, maybe can't I use thaumaturgy or something? Perhaps. I don't know how much it works. I don't even actually.
Thaumaturgy can change the color of your eyes, and that lasts for up to an hour. But for the disguise kit, if you're trying to stay away from him, it would be a disguise check.
Okay, so what would that roll be?
It's going to be a D20 plus your disguise ability modifier, which is
There's a disguise modifier.
right. Disguise.
Is it deception?
Oh yeah, sorry, deception, which is plus charisma, plus an additional 1 because you have the disguise kit. So it would be D20
6.
plus.
Well, this is 5 for deception.
Yes, correct, because you're proficient. So.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, the proficiency counts that in. You were gonna say something, Chris?
I was gonna say, I thought you meant proficiency bonus. She has a proficiency with the disguise kit.
I was giving her an extra 1, which I didn't need to do. So you're correct.
So I'm 15. Rolled 15.
Okay.
So,
So if you want to spot her.
well, that's what I was going to say. Well, 1 for investigation, 1 for, I guess, perception, to see if she's there, and then if I do see she's there, a stealth roll to be like, what the? No!
Definitely.
Alright, so investigation's up first. I just 7. So I don't really.
They all came on the caravan.
Got it. Perception. Fumble. No stealth check.
All right. So you have no idea that she's following you.
Wait, who's following who? What? What? Oh shit!
Nina,
Damn.
did you use dice?
I don't have any dice. So. Oh, thank you.
I got 3 sets.
Oh, awesome.
You could borrow those.
Okay,
I will
so
have to get my
Chris,
own.
we're gonna go out for a quick break
No,
because
literally, I got 3 sets.
Mark wants to
Nice.
use the blender, so we're just gonna take like a
Mark.
quick break. Did you want me to take the computer with us out to the porch? I don't mind.
Well, how long's the quick break? Don't I have to go down 4 flights and down a long hallway.
15 minutes?
Yeah, like 15 minutes, so we'll be back by like 10:40. So do you want me to bring the?
Yeah, I was just gonna say real quick what my character to do. I just wanted to go out, grab some cold weather gear for me, and guess the train does. Well, put the variant shit off the sheriff of Rottingham.
Yes. Yeah. Begrudgingly, he'll give you his gear back when it's time to pick up the prisoner.
Yeah, and then I go get a big old winter overcoat.
Do you go back to the merchant that you helped rebuild the door?
Yeah.
You get a discount.
Because then we're going to go to the gate, and I'd say that would probably take 2-3 hours, and then I need an hour of prayer to change my spells.
Okay. For your hour of prayer, you are able to find a temple of the Triad, and one of the Triad is actually Tyr, so you're able to worship in a place of worship for Tyr.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, we're gonna take a quick 15-minute break. We'll be back at 10:40. Do you want to bring the computer with me, or do you want to just jump off so you can also take a quick break?
I'm just gonna leave it up. But yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it up too, and I'm just gonna mute it so that way you don't hear all the craziness or whatever.
Okay.
And we will be back.
Sounds good.
But yeah, Andrew, I remembered before I was saying I'm the only other one other than him not in this for money.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
of my whole backstory thing going on. that
Exactly.
She has no idea about. I don't think right now.
No.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk with the female dwarf to kind of get acquainted to know who she knows in the Dwarven Valley, then definitely I can give you those little pieces of information because she would be friendly with another female dwarf who's going to make this adventure with her. Yeah.
Why don't they make more female dwarf minis? I can't find any good ones.
They're so hard to find. They're so hard to
The
find.
only decent looking one had like a giant backpack, and it's like, you're ugly.
Yeah, they're not so good.
No.
Alright, guys, we're gonna take a 15-minute break.
I told Mark that he's good.
Okay.
Hey, Mark! You're good!
Yell it louder so he can hear.
Slight aside, since we all left the actual town
Yeah, I was
hall.
gonna say, if you were following Mitch, you may have. Or who was following Mitch? Wait, do we know who was following Mitch?
No, you do not know who was
Oh.
following Mitch because he was not able to figure out who was following him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying whoever was following Mitch would have seen some
Mitch.
shit.
I chased Tormund out of the town hall. Tormund, sorry. I chased Tormund. Oh, Angela. I chased Tormund out, and from my very, very.
Okay, we are almost ready.
Oh, I thought you were gonna turn around and just hug butts.
We're almost ready. The boys are hugging butts. Specifically Rob and Art. Apparently Rob is going to be power bottom. I don't know how that works still. Mitch is currently urinating, but he will be back shortly. I hear him coming down the stairs. I believe it is time for rolling of the dice. And we're back!
Green roll dice, go!
By the way, these recordings are hilarious. We're gonna have to listen to some of them at some time and just like I'll get speakers and we'll just like sit around and like listen to the
Can we just
adventure.
get really high beforehand? Like.
Bartleby Poopfoot of the clan Poopfoot!
It was a former member of my crew.
I know, I saw that!
There is a former member of my pirate crew who is named Bartleby Poopfoot. Where the name and the origin of his legacy, we have no idea. But he was a halfling, and he was aboard my ship, and he was one of the surviving members.
Yep. Chris just. Alright, so I'm gonna turn Chris around so that way he can face you guys again, since he's interacting with the party.
So, if everyone agrees, can we just say fast forward a few hours, everyone gets their gear and meets up at the town gate?
Well, I was gonna say, is there anything extra that people need to buy? I'm not buying anything. I got
I
what I
have
need.
no fucking money.
I have 7 gold and I'm keeping it.
I spoke with Chris about his arrangements. I spoke with Lauren about her arrangements, and I'm assuming you guys kind of figured out your arrangements.
I grab all my gear.
Okay, if anybody had been on the caravan as a guard, you were provided with cold weather gear.
Cold weather gear. Okay.
So
So common clothes were cold common clothes.
Off for that coat.
huh?
How much gold do you want me to take off for that coat?
The coat.
Goats.
He's not bringing a goat.
It's familiar. It's loyal goat.
Hey, I wanted a goat and I couldn't. get
5 silver.
This is my loyal familiar, Baphomet. Let's go.
He's just eating like someone's scrolls. Give me that.
You know what blew my mind when I went to Canada? So I went to a fort, and like I saw like the changing the guards, this, that, and the other. They have a war goat. There's a war goat.
Yeah, let's rewind that for a second. War goat.
There's a war goat.
I love you, Canada.
I have a picture of the war goat.
Is he like on
I
steroids or
put
just
it in
cute
the
as
chat
well?
for you,
Oh,
Chris.
just
You can
cute.
deduct
Where's
it
this
from
little
your character sheet.
banner?
Oh, Canada, you're adorable. You make a good hat.
You made me remember, not to change the subject, but while I was in
Steve's wizard
Ireland,
to go familiar.
someone was walking their goat on a collar and leash.
That is.
And it wasn't one of the little goats. It was one of the big ones with gigantic
Don't
horns.
start eating his scrolls. Don't do that. Son, you have control of him?
Yeah.
He was brown and he was adorable, and yes, it was a he.
Bringing
It
this
was
app well.
plainly a
Did
he.
you see it in the chat, Chris?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Whoa, that's wonderful. What's wrong with this?
It's just loose. The binding on the bottom broke.
I don't have a
I bought it
picture
from the
of
thrift
the
shop for $3, but I love it because it says VIP and then has that wonderful poem on the side.
Okay.
Real quick, slide aside before we jump back in. I'm just saying, all of us, the DandD group, Chris, when you have vacation time or any time you have off, if you are ever able to visit us, we are doing this when you come. We are going to Maloney's in Matawan.
Yes. That bar that we told you about last night.
Alright, sit down and let's roll dice.
Okay, game on.
I'll see. Don't.
Okay, so the 4 or 5 hours pass. The 2 people who arrive first at the caravan are the 2 dwarves. The rest of you guys kind of filter in. When you get there, Helda, Silverstream, and Talakka are kind of moving boxes inside the caravan to make room for people to sit down. She also has a rack to store snowshoes if anybody has snowshoes that they want to stash inside the caravan. And she politely asks Talakka if she wouldn't mind sitting up front with her because you guys can chat on at least the first part of the journey. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this.
So the rest of us are all in the back of the like this wagon.
In the actual wagon, yeah. It's a little bit of a tight fit. So I'm gonna give you guys
6-8.
5 minutes if you want to talk, and then we'll see what happens next. So we've got the paladin, the monk, the
Get your tail out of my face.
half dragon,
Get your tail out of my face.
the
That's not
elf.
all.
Thank you. Thank you. I was waiting for that.
Here, now can you see the whole party?
No.
Chris can't see me.
How about now?
No, it's not a question of height, it's a question of width.
I'm not wide enough.
It's like a chode.
Thanks, Art. That's the joke. You good?
Fine, always.
Okay.
It's just, if Art is in, then I can't see Nina.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
It's width in that regard, okay.
So, alright, so then just use our voices.
Yeah, I think you kind of know everybody's voices just in case you can't see them. But yeah, 5 minutes of conversation. Helda catches you up a little bit on what we were discussing outside, so she tells you a little bit about the Dwarven Valley and where you're headed.
Perception, trying to listen in on that. Nope, got nothing.
Okay.
All you hear is just all the bumps and just...
You hear the wind and wheels creaking.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Are they speaking common? Or Dwarven?
Yeah, Dwarven would be their native tongue. They'd be more comfortable in that.
And I won't understand it anyway.
I would understand it.
Perception?
But I'm not aiming to do it, so I'm going to just use my passive perception, which would be a 15. Because I'm not trying to, it's just...
Your passive is a 15? Ugh. Okay.
It's a preferred skill, and I have a really good wisdom.
Nice. Okay.
Well, I have nothing else going on, so I'm pretty sure with my I have a comprehending languages thing. So
do you want to burn that to see if you can hear what's being said?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Sounds fair to me.
Okay, so now you understand what they're saying. However, you still need to roll a perception check to see if you can listen. Well, we'll do it the other way around, because otherwise I'm going to be a dick, and I don't really want to be a dick.
Right, because otherwise you would have no reason to cast it if you
Exactly.
couldn't hear it.
If you cast it and go, what are they saying? I hear the wind.
Yeah,
Just
that would
stuff.
almost be
Yes.
metagaming.
So first roll the perception check to see if you can listen in on the conversation, and then if necessary you can burn the comprehend language.
4.
Yeah, we'll take
I
that.
hear the wind.
Yeah. Can I roll perception to see if there's anything valuable?
One thing at a time. You can hear Dwarven, and your passive perception is 15, correct, Dwarven?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's 10 plus your wisdom's modifier plus any bonuses such as having proficiency.
Okay. So you are able to hear the mention of black ice and forging and trinkets and an excited kind of chattery tone.
Do we know what black ice is?
You can roll an arcana to see if you know what black ice is.
10.
Nope.
Wow, that's Alright.
It's a hard check, by
Right. So I can hear them, but I really don't know what they're talking about.
You hear words being mentioned, but they don't make sense to you.
That makes sense, I just don't know what they are.
The context is lost
I
upon.
know.
Okay, so you want to roll a perception to see if you can see anything valuable within the
Do I
caravan?
notice anything?
Okay.
Potentially an odd-shaped crate or an obnoxiously large crate.
That's a good roll, though.
That's a pretty solid roll. That's a 15.
Nice. Okay.
Man, I'm a passive perception the shit out of you scoping that. I'm gonna steal from you, monk. Go ahead. Steal it. Steal my fingers.
Don't tempt me.
She is.
That's right, she's carrying a big enough wagon to hold Chris's prisoner, Nina, yourself, you, me, because you're on the outside with her, plus a shit ton of crates. Like, this is not just a simple wagon.
Oh god, someone's gonna die of dysentery.
He's
Or
not a
control.
prisoner.
He's not a prisoner anymore.
He's not a prisoner anymore.
What is his name, Chris?
I don't know, barbarian guy?
Good enough for me, Conan, got it.
His name.
Elky of tribe?
Elky of the Bear Tribe, got it.
His name is Hengar.
Elky it is. We are the worst.
Hengar Elky of the Elky tribe.
No, he's of the Bear Tribe, damn it.
And Helda is carrying provisions like dried meats, as well as simple tools. So there's nothing really of interest or oddly shaped crates or particularly more secure than other crates. There's nothing that looks out of place. It's just merchant fare.
Oh god, are we there yet? I'm bored as hell.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's great.
Dice? Anyone want to play dice?
Yeah, you know what?
You know what? I will
Well.
join you.
It's hard playing dice. It's hard to play dice in moving structure, so. I'm going to use elemental attunement to cause earth, fire, wood, water, or mist that can fit within 1 foot cube to shape into a crude form that I designed. I'm going to turn it into a table.
Ooh, very nice.
Fantastic, Tormund. I reach into my pocket and pull out my pair of knucklebone dice with skulls for 6s.
Oh, I was going to use my dice.
Oh no, let's use mine.
Do we have to use yours?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So, if anyone else wants to join us, you're more than welcome to. But as it is right now, Roland, Tormund, and Darthenian are playing dice.
Okay. To see who wins, do dexterity checks.
Now, obviously, they get proficiency because they have the dice
Dexterity.
well, no, I have
no.
proficiency gaming set dice.
Yeah, no, that's what it is, because I don't have proficiency in that game.
Right.
So
I don't either.
I'm just making a dex roll. He gets a fucking +2, though.
Yes, he does.
So, hold on. Before this, are we putting gold? Is this just for kudos? Or?
No, I think we're just playing for the sake of playing.
No, we would not be doing that.
I
I want to play to see who's actually going to start trying to cheat to start to win.
I ante up a gold.
Where'd you get that go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Where did you get that gold?
I have my own purse rolling. And then Tormund puts down a gold.
Gold.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Gotcha.
Ah, shit.
Yeah! 17 plus 3, 20.
3 plus 4, 7.
That's 7. And what did
Yeah, no,
roll
and then
get?
what was that? I rolled a
5.
I rolled a 5, and I get to add 2 to that.
Well, no,
Seven.
you get to add your dexterity because it's a dex
Oh,
roll.
I'm sorry.
Plus, you add both. You add your proficiency and your dexterity.
Oh, well then I didn't do that right. So then that's 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tormund takes 2 gold, and Roland gets his 1 gold back because he came second.
Woo!
What? No, I just get all the gold.
No, he
at
gets
one
all the
time.
gold.
Okay,
He won.
fine.
Bitch.
I was gonna say they're second place.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was winner and losers.
So I have 11 gold. That's awesome.
I ante up another gold.
I
Do
know.
we have to use your dice?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, fuck it. I'll ante up 1 gold.
Do you ante in, Roland?
Ante in a gold, you fuckers.
3, 2, 1. Fuck me, silly.
11 plus 3 is 14. So I think I win.
14, no, we tie.
Roll again.
Everybody else who's not playing dice, make a perception.
6.
So
18 on the roll.
Fale and Niffle Man over
Alright.
there.
Take your gold back.
Thank you. I will. Done playing.
Malvius.
Malvius, roll a perception check.
Oh, I'm sorry.
19.
Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone not playing roll perception check?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Because we're too busy just...
I got
Damn it.
17.
Okay,
Damn it.
the people who are not playing
He's
dice.
holding him a 12, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
I see it, thank you. It's very nice 12. I like it. Yeah. It's very good. Oh, no, yeah, it's very nice.
Because it's backwards for me.
No,
I
it's a
can
12
see
for
it.
us.
Yeah. So everybody got above a 10, which is awesome. You hear among the howling of the wind, someone lamenting. So you hear a voice, and you also can see a form in the snowdrifts off to the side of the caravan, maybe like 100, 200 feet away.
Can I make out what kind of form? Is it humanoid? Animal?
Stumbling humanoid form. You're able to see it. Everybody else can just kind of hear, ow, kind of carry on the wind.
I
I don't care. I'm gonna gold back.
Lucky.
What was that?
I said I use divine sense.
Okay.
Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. Also knowing
Yeah, back in
it's
the
consecrated or desecrated.
Those are actual.
Okay.
dice.
You do not sense anything celestial,
Yes, I know.
infernal, or
These actually
otherwise,
came off
or
knuckles.
undead.
Take a
You
look.
just hear the cry of a helpless thing.
So,
We're gonna-
so
bullshit.
does the
No,
shady dwarf
actually.
stop
I don't know where they came from.
stop the card?
She doesn't hear it, so she's just kind of continuing on her way.
Okay, then I grab her and tell her to stop.
What? What's going on? We've
Wait,
only got a couple
do
more
you
hours
just
on the
do
journey.
you just grab the reins? Because in other words, we're all gonna do.
No, it's like I grab like her and be like,
Oh, okay.
there's somebody out there.
Okay. So she pulls the two oxes that are pulling her wagon to a halt. Yes, they're oxes because horses would get too cold and they eat.
Yeah, they would die, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
Oryx.
looks
The
like we
longhorn.
stopped.
If they were Clydesdale, they'd be fine.
Oh yeah, let's do something crazy and just stop in the middle of the woods during a blizzard.
Well, I actually heard something, so it makes sense that they would stop so we would stay out of danger.
Hey, Chris, look up.
That is adorable.
For
kisses. It's terrible.
Kisses. Okay.
Get away from me. I don't want to have sex with you anymore.
So
Amazing.
So-
Xenomorph kisses.
So what did the one tiefling say to the other tiefling? This is not the setup for a joke. I actually missed that part of the conversation because the alien.
Yeah.
Because we all suddenly stopped, and,
Yeah.
and the three of us were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we stopped for a reason. There is something out there.
I'm fairly certain I don't
I'm making
care what
faces
it
at
is.
Chris.
You mean
Well,
like
if
a
we
Yeti?
stopped, we must be in some sort of danger.
Can I do?
Why'd we stop?
Can I do a perception just to see why the hell we stopped?
I just
So
yell.
you're gonna poke your head out of the.
I was gonna say no. I literally just yell out, "Why'd we stop?"
No, I'm gonna do it like a
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna like peek your head out the back.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a
Arrow to
perception
the
for
head.
listening.
That's a 13.
Okay. You see a form that's kind of like stumbling in the snow, getting closer to the stopped caravan.
15.
Don't forget, don't
you
just say it's
can-
listening because it's everything.
Right.
Yeah. You also, if you peek your head out, you can see the stumbling form and you can hear him cry for help.
Okay, I'm going to use fairy fire to illuminate them so they're more visible within
Oh, very nice.
snowstorm.
Okay.
Smart. Right before as you're preparing to cast Fairy Fire, I just look out at the shambling figure. I look over at Roland and I say, "Huh, that poor SOB stuck in this storm." It's snowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The snow drifts are blowing in the wind. So you cast fairy fire to light him up a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
I cast Fairy Fire to make him feel better. Also, I just really banged my knee into the table. That really hurts. Actually.
He stops and he moves closer to the fire.
fuck.
Once Helda sees the figure stop, you feel the wagon kind of creak because she gets off and she's got her snowshoes already strapped on. And she walks in the back of the tent and pulls the flap open. Somebody coming with me?
I jump right off.
I got snowshoes.
Okay,
right
so we've got the monk dwarf and we've got the tiefling paladin. Would you jump off as
Should
well?
probably cover the wagon.
I think I'm staying and holding the range just in case.
Gotcha.
Supplies.
Okay, so so the
Crowbar.
tiefling paladin and the Torment, and Malvius walk up towards the figure. You see that he is stripped of weapons and supplies. He looks like his hair has started to frost over. He has injuries and like scratches all across his body, and he's not very well equipped whatsoever for this weather.
I hop out of the wagon, but I'm standing right at the wagon.
Okay.
Like at the back end of the wagon.
Okay.
Who came with us?
Malvius, Torment, and then Helda, the
dwarf
caravan
your wife.
driver.
I'm not going out. Do I look winterproof to you?
Chris, I'm looking at you. Take lead, buddy. Do I burn him? Do I save him?
Does anyone else?
Rob said he's looking at you. He's
Do you
expecting
find
you,
it
Malvius,
interesting
to
that
take
there's
lead.
someone in this weather
Okay,
alone?
So, I start walking towards the guy.
Don't you
I
think that's
stop
kind of
approximately-
peculiar?
It's either peculiar or he's just a dumbass.
He's what? Normal human?
Is he
humanoid
human?
shape?
That or he's just unlucky.
Yeah, he looks.
He doesn't
looks
seem
like
to be having anything on his person.
He's tall, pale.
So my interest in
He
is
has
pretty much down
red
there.
hair and a beard. He does not have a winter coat. He does
uncommon
not have a pack. He has no weapons.
It's not uncommon for some drums
Okay,
to
so,
wander off into a storm.
I go ahead, I stop getting the
Yeah, exactly.
alcohol,
Like how far
and I'm
away?
like,
I actually don't know.
I go, sir, what happened?
Oh, I was
Happens a lot in the
ambushed
West,
by the bear tribe. There was a group of hunters, and they took all my supplies and left me for dead. I can't believe that I happened across you. Oh my gosh. My name is Weeglef. I was part of a larger hunting party, but we were attacked by the bear tribe, and it's difficult in these snowdrifts to know which way is home, and I'm not well equipped whatsoever.
So bear tribe stealing shit.
Where were you attacked by the bear tribe?
14.
Distance and direction.
Angela.
Are you
14
talking to
insight
me,
to see if
Karen?
he's lying.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Wait, are you still with us?
I'm outside the wagon.
He's
Um,
right outside the wagon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like
I
I'm
was
still
attacked
inside.
maybe
Inside the
a
wagon.
mile or two from here, And like I said, they took all of my supplies, all of my provisions. It would be very hard for you to make it the 2-day journey back to the Elk tribe where I belong.
Chris, bring. He's an elf.
Elk tribe.
Elk tribe.
Elk tribe. Yes.
Elk.
Just look over the shoulder and call for Hungar.
Okay. Yeah, Hangar. Hangar pokes his head out of the caravan when you call his name, and he looks over and he goes, "Little Wiglef, what are you doing here?" And he steps out into the snow, kind of sinks in, but he doesn't care. He just kind of trudges along to get closer to the other Elk tribe member.
I look at Hangar and I ask him if is this a trustworthy man?
Absolutely, he's one of my tribe members. He's a young one. He's on his way to becoming a great warrior. But what happened to you? And Wiglef tells him this story again of how he was attacked by the bear tribe. And he's just kind of like he sounds like he's just saying the same words in the same tone. So he's probably, well, you could roll a perception check to see what you think about the way that he's saying the words. But Wiglef's just kind of repeating the story again.
I walk back to the wagon. Bad news.
It's
gonna be a lot less comfortable.
Perception.
Very nice.
Hoist myself back on the wagon.
I
He's
will
in
lift
shock,
you up.
and he's about to freeze to death because he's not well prepared.
What's going on?
Now there's the barbarians
For
got
right
caught
now,
in a
let's,
snowstorm.
I go ahead and
Then we should just leave him.
ask Hangar for help, and we go grab Wiglef and escort him back to the.
No, he looks like he was picked close.
Or we can
Back to
see
the caravan?
the elf.
Yeah.
Okay. Hangar grabs,
I'm
puts
outside.
one hand under his shoulder and helps you bring him over to the caravan. Helda just kind of like looks at you guys. We're not heading that way. I'm heading towards the Dwarven Valley. If he's going to be able to help us protect the caravan, great. If not, then we can provision him and set him on his way.
By the way, now that you're standing outside, I lay down where you were sitting down. I can actually extend my legs.
Don't get too comfortable there, Tormund.
I know.
But yeah, Helda just kind of like looks at you and is like, if he's not going to be able to carry his weight, we can provision him and send him on his way, but we're not going to be able to fit anybody else back in the caravan.
Okay. Monk.
Oh, I already went back to the caravan. You can call my name.
Well, I can't remember your name.
Tormund.
Tormund.
Tormund?
Tormund.
Tormund.
I like Tormund.
Yep.
See, normally I just read the signs on the back of the DM screen.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I always remember.
Very true.
I poked my head out. Yes.
I thought you were right there with me.
I walked back.
I didn't hear you say that. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Remember, the audio channel is like a one-way, so if he's talking, he can't hear us, and if we're talking, we can't hear him. Yeah. It's all audio. It's the way phones work.
Charmander.
Okay, so Tormund pokes his head back out.
Oh, well, never mind. I thought he was right next to me. Well, I guess then I'll go ahead and shandy up some gold to the dwarf, get some provisions for this guy, and see if Hangar can draw up a map for me, and I let him know that when I'm done with the dwarf mission, then we can go and help out with the taking care of the bear tribe.
Okay, Helda, the dwarven caravaner, only asks for 1 gold, and she gives them a couple of days' worth of rations, 1 spare fur cloak, and snowshoes. And now that Hengar has his supplies back, he had some rations on him as well as his cloak and his snowshoes, so they're pretty well supplied. Hengar draws you a map where the elf tribe is and where they believe the bear tribe has been set up, and he lets you know to come to the elf tribe first. to
So
their
you won't be using
encampment,
that code.
and maybe they'll be able to rally some warriors to assist you with investigating what's going on with the Bear Tribe and their nefarious deeds.
Sounds good.
Hengar also tells you that he'll be happy to accompany Wiglaf back on his way. And between the two of them, they've got a vast knowledge of the tundra, and they'll be able to get back safely. Hengar also has a sword on his belt, and he gives his dagger to Wiglaf, so they're decently provisioned to be able to make the trek.
Great. Now our prisoner has no armaments.
No, they left.
Yeah, Hengar has a sword and a dagger. He gave the dagger to the wandering guy that they found, and they're leaving together to head back to the Elf Tribe.
So wait, did we just free up a whole mission? Sweet deal.
Oh, good. So we're not doing the thing that doesn't give us any money.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're still gonna do it, just later.
I proceed to fall asleep.
Yeah, all
Captain
right.
Bridges, you do what you want. I'm here to get paid.
Okay, so you guys, Helda gets back up on the front of the caravan. She thanks you for keeping the oxes calm, and 1 extra gold in her pocket and 1 fewer person to carry. She seems in pretty decent spirits, and so she continues on her way.
So we've lost the barbarian.
Yes. They're going to their home on foot, it sounds like.
I see.
I want to make sure, Angel, that's correct. The barbarian guy that we were supposed to escort basically just said, "Cool, I found my cousin. I'm going back on my own."
Correct. And for right now, I think we're gonna call it for the evening. I apologize, it was a bit of a shorter session, Chris, but we'll definitely have more action next week. But it is 11:20, and I do have work tomorrow. So.
Boo!
Kind of on one track with everybody.
Yeah, at least we're all heading in the same direction. So.
Dwarfs!
Well, welcome to the gentle world of railroading. Because that's what I just did to you.
Hey, I'm okay. Everyone was doing their own shit before, so at least we have direction now.
Yeah.
You know, like I said last session, it's kind of difficult when we have such a vast, different types of characters, and we're all trying to RP those characters how they would be.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm just gonna let you guys know from this point forward, this is DM talking to players. What was that, Chris?
I said, hey, it's Nina.
Right, 'cause now you can see her.
This is just DM to players. From this point forward, things are going to happen whether you pay attention to them or not.
Yay!
The story will progress with or without you. So at this point, your decisions are going to impact Felfit as it is known now.
Consistent game world. Good. That's what I like to hear.
But there's consequences to ignoring things and consequences to getting things done, good or bad.
Good.
So that's just my DM heads up to you.
Starting now or starting 2 hours ago?
Basically starting now.
Okay.
Because I actually pushed back one of the events because I wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. Because Hengar was actually supposed to be left out to die of exposure the night that you came in. So I pushed that back one day so you could actually meet him.
Okay.
Which is good. But from this point forward, feel as though there's a sense of urgency in everything that you do.
Okay.
So that's just DM to players.
I've been treating it that way the entire time.
Good. Yeah.
There's just a couple people trying to connive to get money.
Yeah, you gotta, like, as
Muscle,
I mean, obviously your
diversion,
characters are
making
gonna
fire,
treat it.
diversion.
Yeah, characters are gonna treat it differently than players, but for the players, just know that there is a certain sense of urgency, and whether your characters will actually act on that or not is completely up to you. However, the story will move on. As they say, the show must go on. So expect more encounters next time, expect more urgency, expect more quick things happening.
Quickness.
Around the wilds now, it's a fucking no holds barred.
Yeah, there's gonna be some shit on the trail. This was the gentlest, and I did roll a d8 and I happened to roll a 1 to encounter this particular guy. And this is the only time you can have this particular encounter, so from now on it's monsters.
Oh,
And
good!
we'll see how many more times you'll encounter monsters. So be prepared.
So it's throat cutting time.
I have
Got
some
it.
work to do.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what kind of monsters to expect.
Hey, I made a gold. I'm happy.
But yeah, this was lots of fun. You and your boxers, Chris.
No, they're pajama pants.
Oh, pajama pants. But yes, this was pretty good. I don't think the signal dropped out too badly.
Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too terrible.
Good. And I was originally going to use headphones, but I think this actually works better for you to hear the whole party and for the whole party to hear you. So worst case scenario, like when I sent that one thing in the chat, if we need to for just like rolls or whatever, if you wanna, we can use the chat as well. And I'm gonna buy that signal repeater this week, so we'll have that by the weekend.
Yeah, that's good. It's difficult. It's a little difficult for being on the chat doing this.
Okay.
On the Kent, because then I gotta like hit a bunch of buttons, bring the chat up, and in order to get back, I have to hit that back button. And you just put it up, and it goes off.
Yeah, I actually saw a couple of times that your video kind of dipped out, because I guess you were accessing the chat.
Yeah, or no,
Oh,
it's
check this out.
from he's holding swords in his hands. No, right.
Oh, nice!
He's a saber duelist, so.
Those are 5-leaf clovers?
So just basically 2 scimitars.
Yep, 2 of them.
Nice.
5?
And today.
That's awesome. Can you see if I hold this up like this?
She wore those on her birthday.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. So worst case scenario, if I need to keep something secret, we can just have like a little piece of scratch paper or something to write stuff down. I'm actually thinking of getting like a mini whiteboard so I can just hold it up and show you.
That's a good point. I was gonna say, or you just text it to me, but then you're using your phone.
Exactly, as the recording device. Speaking of which, it's been running this whole time. Okay, until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen.
I love